All right, here I am. I'm live. I already see something I'm not liking. I don't know if it's the new update. I don't know. Where do I go to find this out? Where do I go to find this out? Should I go to the YouTubes? Let me go to the YouTubes. Let me go to the Boomer Bunker YouTubes and see what happens. Whoops. I just... All right, well, that's working. Okay. All right. So that's one thing. So the reason I'm here is because the Rodecaster Pro, or the Rodecaster Pro Duo, and also the Rodecaster. Whoops. Here we go. It's still. How do I turn this off? Okay. Let me just turn the volume down on my phone. See if this works. Oh, we already have somebody over here in the chat. Let me take a look at the chat. All right. So, Budbugger. So what happened today was Rode put out a new software update for this, the Rodecaster. So I went and, hey, Duchess, if you want to jump in, come on in and jump in, because Rodecaster put out a new update. I updated the Rodecaster, and I'm always twitchy with stuff like this, so I just want to test things. Oh, I know also what I want to do, too, is I want to run this and see if this is working. Ooh, look at that. See if this is working. Ah, look at that. It is working. And it's recording, and it's doing all the things I want it to do. Ooh. Ooh. No. I don't want it to do that. I know the Duchess was out doing I guess it was some kind of, how do I turn the blocks off, blocks out? I don't know how to. Anyhow, I'm doing too many things at once. I can't now. It's okay. Duchess was out today doing a walk, a St. Patrick's Day kind of walk. She was dressed up as a leprechaun. I saw some of that. All right, so I guess everybody hears me. It's a kilt run. Ooh, excuse me. It was a kilt run. So I'm doing this by myself. And I just want to check some things to see if they work. Like, I need to check to see if you guys can hear some stuff, like on the soundboard. I got to see if you guys can hear the soundboard stuff. Let's see. What can I play for that? Okay.
Changing the subject now.
All right, like that. It was only 2 miles. Only 2 miles. You know what I did today? I tore the taillight out of my truck because I thought the bulb was bad, and here it wasn't the bulb. You hear a buzz. See, that's what I'm talking about. This thing seems to have some kind of buzz with it, and I needed to know that because now I don't know how am I going to fix that? All right, so what I'm going to do, Budwugger, I'm going to kill you. How did you know that? They said one of the problems they're having with this is it might have a buzz, and the fact that you just said it had a buzz, I almost shit me pants. I want to show you something else I'm doing too. And I've had this for a long time. I've never used it really, but there's a thing where somebody just did something. Is that? Oh, that's just me, my streaming notifications. All right, so I have this software. It's called Audio Hijack, and it's supposed to record everything. And this new update makes it where it's easier to record on Audio Hijack. So let me see if I can share with you what that's doing. Share screen, share window. And here it is here. So I'll bring it up. So as I'm talking, you can see there's my mic. And if Duchess came in, that would be her mic. And then if I play something like a chat or something, yep, you're right, Mike. Look at this. It's Saturday. Saturday is play day. This is where I can come down here and play with things. So anyhow, I can record these. This goes from my microphone, and I can see if it's and it goes right into a recorder, which is now recording. Every one of these is recording. So, all right, hang on. Let me play something. Oh, I know what I'll play. Play the open.
The Boomer Bunker is recorded live in front of an online audience.
You think your stupid little podcast or your little TV show is going to change the world like hell it is?
I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
So basically what that does is it's a backup. Well, I don't know if it's a backup recording. It might be the real recording that I want to do. It is the real recording for what I want to do because I didn't press record on the Rodecaster. So I can have this automatically turn on as at 6:30 on Monday. It'll automatically turn on. So if I forget to push the button, it'll automatically still record this, which I think is pretty cool. All right. So, and what it does is each one of these is its own recording. So my mic will be its own recording. Duchess mic will have her own recording, and anything I play will be on a different. Yeah, I'm covered. Exactly, Sam. I'm covered. So I like that, and then I can run it right from, like, in other words, I don't even see it. Like, this is up here now, so I can see if it's working, and it is. Right. So then I can get rid of this. Let me stop sharing the screen. And I think if I'm just going to check something here. All right. So there you go. Mike says that'll train you to forget to press the button on days you don't typically record. You might be right there. That's a possibility. That's a very good possibility. Although one thing it will do is maybe I won't use this recorder. Maybe I won't use the recording here. To be honest with you, the last two shows that I've done, I've just taken the StreamYard audio and ran it through a phonic and then, cut the ends off. And then that was it. It was done. So, right. Remember, no Monday show. We're doing Tuesday. Or as we say here in South Jersey and Philly, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And, yeah. So I want to play around with some things. And again, I'm just in here hitting buttons. That's all. Hitting buttons and playing with things to see if it works. X.com. Let's see if this will sign me in. Oh, it did. It signed me in. So, also, I can just show you this real quick. Share screen. Window. So basically what they did was now each one of these map, like the first fader now has stereo tracks. It didn't before. It used to be just a mono track. And then fader 2, and these are the 4. And it actually now has 5 virtual faders. So I could put a bunch of crap on here that I wouldn't be able to get to. I would have a bunch of crap on here that went, what if I go with this? We'll do something. Nope, that doesn't work. I like this better. All right. Let's mess around and let's see if we can hear things. Let's play some games. Share screen. Window. All right, I'm going to just bring up a Twitter feed and let's see what we can play. They're saying that the Iraqis might have got Benjamin Netanyahu. Yahoo! Oh my God! Well, of course we got to listen to her. Hold on, back up. Let's find out what she has to say. That's okay. Here we go. Tell me if you can hear this.
The mistake that I made, and I made this early on. From all the movies that we see growing up about heroes and villains, is that I thought that fascist takeover attempts were going to be architected by evil geniuses. And I was not expecting how unearned, nepotistic, mediocre, and just dumb.
Is she talking about the Democratic Party? Because I got to be honest with you, It sounds like she's talking about the Democratic Party. Yeah, she's okay looking. I mean, yeah, she's not bad, but I'm looking like I'm checking the finger out. Let's see if I can get the finger in here because it looks like there's a wedding ring on that. See? Look at that. Is that a wedding ring there? Mike, what do you think? Is that a wedding ring? Did she get married and not say anything? Because that does look like a wedding ring. And is that her right or left hand? That looks like her left hand. That looks like her left hand. So, I don't know. But I get a kick out of it. She's like, about the dumb people.
How unearned, nepotistic, mediocre, and just dumb so many of the people architecting this were going to be. And it works because of brute force. Like, you can do anything through brute force, but it's not sophisticated and it does not merit my intellectual respect.
Oh. Her intellectual respect. That's a good one. She should take that show on the road. Holy shit. Her intellectuals. All right, so I guess you guys can hear that. Oh, my God. She is dumb as a brick. Good Lord. Budweiser says, Budweiser says, strong words from a woman with a bartending degree. Talk about nepotism and all. They put her in, they installed her. She applied for this like it was, The Voice, the congresswoman. She applied for this. They said, oh, yeah, she'll do it. They put her in the deepest blue section of New York City, and they sent her to Washington, and she's running her yaps with her horse tooth face. And they're talking, and she loves to call people dumb. I get the kick out of, she called Elon Musk like a moron. I was like, lady, you couldn't even shoot a bottle rocket, let alone get a rocket ship into space. I mean, the balls on that broad. Good Lord. Duchess says, from shot girls to Congress. Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. It's amazing. But I'm interested in this Benjamin Netanyahu thing, because if they got him, you know what? They should say, oh, well, we got more of them. Yeah, but you got the big one. You got Benjamin Netanyahu. And you know something? I don't know if Israel will be that upset about it, to be quite honest with you. I don't know who's going to take over for him. But there's a lot of reports, because they did hit his house with a missile. They did hit him with a ballistic missile. Did hit his house. So we'll see what happened. Duchess says that she heard about Netanyahu the other day. He did not go to a war briefing today. He was not at a war briefing today. That's suspicious. That ain't right. So, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of really interesting. And again, it's Saturday, so all the paid protesters are out today. They're in New York, they're down in Washington, and they're all protesting. They're pro-Iranian. Pro-Iranian. That's ballsy to be pro-Iranian. We're gonna have to do something here. These Muslims, they're going to be a problem. Oh, I say it's, Bob says, I didn't think of it this way. It's Saturday. He's with Ben Shapiro and he has his phone off. Well, look, everybody forgets that Israel is the size of New Jersey and Iran is huge. It's big. It's a lot. There's a lot of land, and they do have a lot of missiles, and they're targeting, and China and Russia are using they're using their technology to tell Iran where to shoot these missiles. Like, they're giving them information so they could, okay, here's the coordinates, send it, and then there goes a ballistic missile, and then it gets over in there, and the next thing you know, where'd it go? So I hope you're hearing all them. I think if it's, how do I put this? If I can see it on the Rodecaster, I think you can hear it. So that's how I look at that. Got to move to Wyoming. Only one mosque. Yet now, we'll see. I don't know. Are you taking? Can I do the Cody voice? All right, I'll do the Cody voice. Hold on, here we go. We have to set the music up there. That's the problem with the Cody voice. Here's the music. Well, John, you being the commie that you are and rooting for Benjamin Netanyahu's death, I figured that. But us red-blooded Americans, we say fuck China, fuck Russia, and fuck Iran. Fuck them all as far as I'm concerned. How's that? Does that work? Hey, John, I have a full set of teeth, all two of them. Nah, that's not fair. Cody has a full set of teeth. Listen, I like Cody. I think he's fun to imitate. I like Cody. I consider him a friend, even though I kind of break his balls and shit. Yeehaw! Lorenzo says, I'm telling you, man, when you talk, you got to use this music, the Cody music. You have to use the Cody music. So I said, well, I'll have to find something. He goes, so Lorenzo says, I got it. Here's the Cody music. And he sends me this. And when I first heard it, I was roaring. So, you know, John, I find it very disrespectful for you doing my voice like I'm some kind of hick. I'm not a hick. I got a job. I work hard. All kinds of shit like that. It's the official Cody music. And another thing. All right, I'm sorry. He's not even here to defend himself. It's not even fair. Absolutely, Bob is right. Cody is smarter than he sounds, but he's smart. He's smart. He's here. Cody's here. Where's Cody? I didn't see him. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry, Cody. I miss you. John, you're spreading... Hold on. John, you're spreading misinformation. Misinformation. You're lying. Net Union House and office was not hit recently. You don't think so? I heard it was. I heard that they took out his brother. It's hard. You know, here's the problem. Hold on, let me get rid of the Cody music. Here's the problem. You really can't tell because, and I'll tell you this right now. I get all of my news and everything. I get it from Twitter. All right. Now, look, you're going to say, well, John, that's ridiculous because Twitter's, and it is, it's a fucking sewer it's a shithole over there. And there's all kinds of but it's still better than the mainstream media, I think. I don't trust them. I don't trust none of them. I was going to do this on the Boomer Bunker the other day, but I'll tell you that Jake Yapper, the fake Yapper, Jake Tapper, he came on and said, now, a guy drove a car into a car full of explosives into a, what do they call them? They're not mosques. A temple. A temple and a school. And he drove a car full of explosives into a school, and his name is Mohammed. But we don't know. We don't know what his intentions were. Really? Really, Jake? You don't know what his intentions are? You're either one of two things. You're either a liar or you're fucking retarded. You might be both. But to sit there and think that a guy named Mohammed takes and drives a car full of explosives into a Jewish temple and tries to blow it up, what do you think that is? Do you think that was he just missed a turn? He was there to blow up a temple and shoot a bunch of people. Here's the funny thing, because this is funny. He drove the truck car, whatever, down the hallway, and as he drove down the hallway, it was so tight that he couldn't get his doors open. He couldn't get the doors open on either side of the car, and they shot him through the window. Why? Because those Jews, they don't fuck around. They were all armed, and basically they just shot him, through the windshield and killed him. Now, there you go. Here it is. I say arm the teachers, and everybody says, you can't arm the teachers. Oh, that's not Cody. You can't arm the teachers because for some reason you can't arm the teachers. I say you can arm the teachers. Look what just happened. They filled that guy full of holes like he was a piece of Swiss cheese, and good for him. I'm sorry. Cody said, he got Renee good. Did. I can't. It's too much. It was a Jewish Cinnabon. Yeah, you can't. How do I put this? Forget about the United States. Canada has a shitload of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard up there, and they can come down and come right over the border and start shit here very easily. Very easily. So we got a tiger by the tail. But you knew that was going to happen. Whenever you go over there and I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. Whenever you do that, you go to and attack a country. Well, they were going to attack us first. I don't know. So apparently the two negotiators were in there talking to Iran, and Iran said, oh, yeah? Well, I'll tell you what. We have enough nuclear material right now where we can make 11 nuclear bombs. Trump's like, fuck it. That's it. Hit them. And they hit them. Now, if that's true or not, I don't know. I have no idea because you can't really tell. But if they did say that, that had to be stupid. All right, here goes. It's kind of where Dean is. They had another Muhammad last fall east of Grand Rapids sandwich a young pregnant woman, kill her and her unborn baby, driving a big truck. Bob says they were 2 weeks away from making a nuke. Well, if that's the case, there's probably now they got one. Budvugger says they're going to enact Operation Muslim in Operation Muslim in Canada. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, here we go. John, you covered a credible report last week about Iran's plan to attack California. That was from early February, before Operation Epic Fury. Cody, I'm just reading what the news is putting out. Yeah, I covered a credible report. And then I found out it's not even credible. That somebody that said something. You know something, John? I don't like the cut of your jib, John. John, I'm not a fan of the cut of your jib. Come on, Cody. Jump into Discord. Jump into the chat at Discord. I'll bring you on. We can talk. You can tell me everything you want to tell me. Wait, let me see where we got. Jump into the bunker lounge or whatever if you want to. Just come on in. Come on in. Fuck it, Bob. Jump in there too. Or Bob, tell me you want the link and I'll send you the link if you can do it. Let me walk my dog. I'll be on in a second. No, you don't. You do not want your own Reading Bob's Chats music. Oh, Bob's Chats music. Okay. But, yeah, I don't think this is going to be wrapped up in 4 weeks. Trump's like, we're running out of targets. Then also following what happened is now, and I don't know how this is even happening, but they're saying that Iran, the people, the resistance, are now calling in checkpoints where the guards were checking for people at the seat, and stopping people, and they were calling them in, and they were getting bombed. So Bob wants the Porky Pig theme. Maybe we'll see. 4 weeks sounds a lot like 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Yeah, 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Look, Iran's not going to go idly by. I mean, it's very hard to get a country to surrender, especially when the people there have no problem with dying. Well, I shouldn't say that. Apparently, they say they don't have. They strap bombs. A lot of them strap bombs to themselves, and for the cause. That's a soldier right there. Pop says Mel, tell us music. I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be interesting because and the thing that really infuriates me is that Democrats are rooting for the Iranians. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hold on. Mike's in the chat. Mike says, I'm pulling the Porky Pig music now. If I can take a left turn here for a second. I went and watched the Taylor Tomlinson stand-up last night on Netflix. Excellent. Excellent. She's my favorite, by far, my favorite female comedian. She did such a phenomenal job. Not only is the material that she does smart, but she has a way of using video and her face and cues, and she just pulls it all together. She did an hour. She did an hour on religion and gay stuff, and I didn't hate it, and I found a lot of it funny. I got to tell you, it was really, really a good special. Then I turned on another special of another girl. I see a lot of clips of her on YouTube Shorts and stuff like that, and her last name's Jensen. And I don't know what her first name is. And she looks like she is, first of all, she's built like a dude. She's very manly. I mean, she's got long hair, and she says she's not a lesbian, but her mother's a lesbian. She says she's got 3 moms and no dad. Okay. Or her dad died, and she's got like one mom and 2 adopted moms or 2 stepmoms or whatever the hell she's got. And she's very twitchy and jerky, and I lasted about 15 or 20 minutes. I mean, it was all over the place. Like Taylor not Jade Jensen. I can't think of her name. I don't know what her first name is. She does have a Netflix special, and she was also on Rogan not that long ago. And I think I like the way, like, every time you see her on social media, she's always doing crowd work. And I think her crowd work's excellent. But her material that she worked on is very spastic. And it's like cringy. I'll go with the word cringy. So, I don't know. I wanted to compare the two of them. Taylor Tomlinson is amazing. Now, way back in the day, years ago, oh my God. There was 3 female comedians. They did a podcast together. It was Taylor Tomlinson. It was, I can see her face, but I can't think of her name now. It was 3 of them. And they're all pretty good comedians. But Taylor just went, she rocketed to the top, which was, but the podcast was really good. I enjoyed the podcast when the 3 of them were doing it. Then COVID hit. And then they couldn't, and then one got a divorce. She left her husband, so that kind of ruined the podcast. Well, I wish they would pop into my name. Yeah, she's no Rosie O'Donnell. She's no Rosie O'Donnell, no. No, she's very attractive. But apparently she's bisexual now. Taylor's bisexual now. Good for her. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Whatever you want. You know, I feel, sometimes she feels like a nut. Sometimes she don't. All right. What else do I need to try? We have that. We've been running a little bit for a little while here. And do I have anything else that I can use? Let me double check real quick. Let's see. Is there something that I did not get into that we wanted to do the other day? I think I got it all. I'm not going to lie. I found this hysterical. Was when John Kennedy was talking about the coffees and how much. Let's see if this works. Let me bring it in here. Video file. Where is it? Video file. Content. Here he is. I guess I got to open it this way.
This is a cup of Starbucks coffee. I know that doesn't give you any frame of reference, but I checked the most popular.
Can you hear that? I don't think you guys can hear that.
Starbucks coffee drink.
Can you hear that?
Is a caramel.
I guess you do. I guess you can. So there's another way of me. Let me try this. Try to remove this. Let me try to do this another way. Oh, you could hear it? Okay, good. I'm going to do this a different way. I'm going to open up a window here, and I'll use it this way. All right, same thing, but it's going to put this on a different channel for me.
This is a cup of Starbucks coffee. I know that doesn't give you any frame of reference.
Whoops.
But I checked the most popular Starbucks coffee drink is a caramel macchiato.
Ralph Macchiato.
Caramel macchiato. Now, I don't know what that is. I haven't had it. I generally don't drink coffee that takes 10 or more words to order. But I'm told that Starbucks' most popular drink is the caramel macchiato.
All right. So I can stop sharing that. I don't like, why can't it go back to this? Why does it always got to go back to that? I don't like that. I wonder if there's well, I'll look at this another way. Now I don't know if Budweiser's fucking with me or not. He's like, definitely no buzzing. I can't tell. Can't tell. Now I feel like there's buzzing. Is there buzzing? All right. Well, I feel like I feel a little bit better now, and I want to go back and listen to how this thing recorded with the files that I have over and that I used with the audio hijack. So I'm going to kind of end it here, guys. I appreciate you coming in here. Oh, Michael says, enough of Starbucks talk, dude. Talk about getting some lube and getting on my knees or something. Yes. Yeah. Let's get to the sex talk. Heck with that coffee. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out here with me. We'll be here Tuesday, not Monday, Tuesday, because Duchess has a work thing. So we're going to do the Tuesday, Thursday thing. All right. Thanks for helping out, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Bye.